All right, Taurus. Here's your overall, the Queen of Cups. Okay. So with her being the overall here, we could be talking about you being more in tune with the way that you feel, being more emotionally invested in something, or you're catching feelings, right? You're getting emotionally involved in something, and it could be because of a person. You could be dealing with male, female, it could be dealing with a water sign, right? Or this could just be you and how you are feeling about everything that is going on around you. But I look at her and I feel like, there is this sympathy for her sometimes, because I feel like she becomes a little bit too emotionally involved in things, and that leaves her open to be, taken advantage of, right? But I don't know. I get the really strong feeling here that you're connecting more with what you feel. Oh, Taurus. All right. So in the past, the Ace of Cups. Now, usually with aces showing up in the past, and Aries got this too. Aces to me in the past can be saying that, yeah, we did take advantage of an opportunity in the past, but there's a reason why it's still coming through. So I think for you, it's about an opportunity here that, could be attached to your past. It could be that, you didn't make the most of it in the past, and now it's coming back through and we have another opportunity. But either way, the Ace of Cups coming through here is saying that there is going to be an opportunity for you to find new love, something that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. And again, with the Queen of Cups, right? Like you're emotionally invested in an opportunity that is going to make you feel good. And I think now you may be in a place where you feel ready. That's what I feel like. I'm ready now. I'm ready to take advantage of this. Okay. In the present, the Five of Wands. And I laugh because I look back at by the book and think that, maybe you're dealing with some people here that just don't understand. They don't understand the way that you're feeling. Now, if we're talking about like renewing a relationship here, there is, a lot of like combative energy with the Five of Wands, the petty arguments, you're not understanding me. No, you're not understanding me type of thing. Now, for some of you, it could be competition, but we'll see what's going on in the environment. But you know how you feel, and that's the thing. So it's like no matter what anybody says, it's not going to change the way that you feel. But this could also show that, maybe you're feeling a certain way about somebody, but they don't really feel the same way, But again, we'll see what's going on here. Okay. So regardless of competition, like with the Eight of Pentacles, let's say this is about a work opportunity, right? With the Ace of Cups, this is something that is going to make you really happy, right? Competition is not going to be a problem, because the Eight of Pentacles in future conditions to me is saying that, first of all, you know how you feel. You're willing to put in the effort. But the thing is you know what you're doing. That's the thing. When the Eight of Pentacles shows up for somebody, a lot of times it shows you have some skills, you have some talents. And it's not a Three of Pentacles type of thing where you're still working on it. You have experience. And that may be what is going to push you forward. Now, for some of you, you're putting in a lot of effort toward this new beginning, and you want to have this. You're willing to put in the hard work. You're not going to let competition stop you. But this could be about an opportunity here to, be more open with the way that you feel. Like, say this is about a relationship. Like, now you know how you feel. You're being more open about that. And, there are some things that you're not willing to give of yourself anymore. And that may be causing this kind of strife with the Five of Wands, so to speak. But we're putting in the effort here, But details are important to me with the Eight of Pentacles. And that seems to be coming up a lot. Like, the details matter. And I look at that, and hopefully here it's going to pay off, right? All the hard work and the effort is eventually going to have to pay off. Your hope, or no, I wanted to say hopes and fears, your best path to follow. So that may be a little bit of both, maybe. The Seven of Cups, it's time to stop being content to fantasize about what you want. And we need to start making it reality, but we also have to be realistic. We have to know, what is the best option here. So I feel like for you, especially with the Queen of Cups, it's time to stop being in that place of just, looking at what could be. We need to work on it now. And I think that that's what you're doing with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, on the other hand, this could be needing to realize that, maybe the current situation wasn't exactly, the right option for you. And I hate to put it that way, but because of the Five of Wands, I kind of feel like, this is one of those things where it's like, maybe I was just in la la land about what could possibly happen. But the thing is with the Ace of Cups, right, that's still an opportunity that's coming through for you. Aces are great, but they don't mean a fucking thing if you're not going to do something with it. And I think that you have full intentions to do something with this. But it may be that you need to stop fantasizing about what could be with a current situation if it's not working out. And maybe we need to put our attention and focus in detail into, what is good for us, what is right for us, what we know is going to bring us that fulfillment, but you know how you feel. And that's the thing with the Queen of Cups. But we can't have our head in the clouds anymore, is what I feel like with the Seven of Cups. You can get to those so-called castles in the sky if you put in the work, right? Now, if you're dealing with a relationship with a person here, it could be with the Seven of Cups that this is one of those things where you're going to have to accept that. Maybe this person doesn't know what they want. Maybe you need to get a little bit more clear about what that means for you moving forward then. But I still look at you putting in a lot of effort toward this. Yeah, in your environment, the Page of Cups. And the thing is if you're showing as the queen, you, whether you're male or female, you're not the one here who is acting emotionally immature. And I kind of feel like that with the Five of Wands. But this could very literally be that, there is some communication of emotions here, but somebody is not understanding or they don't get it. Like you don't get it. You're not understanding how I feel. So it may be like, I get this feeling that a lot of you are needing to communicate something and possibly to a partner. Like, I know how I feel now, and this is what we need to work on. We can't have these kind of petty arguments anymore. We can't have this kind of miscommunication about how we feel. If we want to realize this, then we're going to have to put in the effort. But I think that you are the one that's coming from a place of, you need to understand how I feel now. But I think that, if you're dealing with a partner here, they may have not gotten it. Like, you're not getting the hint, right? Now, for some of you, if you're going after a new opportunity, again, it's about stop fantasizing. Don't let small, setbacks stop you here. Maybe you do need to communicate something, or maybe you need to listen differently. Because the Five of Wands is you're not hearing me. You're not understanding what I'm telling you, right? So it may be that you need to listen. Maybe somebody is trying to communicate something. But I think that, it's more so about you communicating that to someone. Your hopes and your fears, the King of Pentacles. I have issues with him. Oh, the King of Pentacles is hopes and fears. Now, this could be about you, right? And this could be about wanting to, be successful with not just your career, but with your relationship. You want a situation to continue to be successful, but you also want to be able to depend on the other person. And this could be about the other person here. There may be arguments in terms of career direction too, but then not only that, but, are you dealing with somebody who is putting a lot of time and effort into, their own wants, their own desires, but where are you in this picture? Because I'm looking at this. I don't necessarily feel like he's a bad guy if we're talking about the other person, but I think that a lot of you, especially with the Page of Cups being underneath that and in your environment, are hoping that, somebody kind of steps up, right? And starts, putting in the effort or doing what's necessary, because clearly they have the ability to. But dependability does come up with the King of Pentacles, immaturity on top of that. But I would say that, if we're talking about disagreements, there's a want to have this new beginning. And this could be with a person that you're already in a relationship with. But they're not understanding how you feel, or they're not hearing it, or you need to hear it, right? But either way, I still look at this Eight of Pentacles and think that a lot of effort is going to be put into this, but we got to get our head out of the clouds and focus on, what is realistic here. What can we really do to get things going in the right direction almost. But I don't see him as a bad guy. Career may be an issue for somebody that you're dealing with. Like, you could literally be fighting about them not working, but that may, be for only some of you. For others of you, if we are talking about competition, again, if it's about a work opportunity, the King of Pentacles, you're going to be successful. I'm not worried about that. But I'm looking at it coming all the way down, and I'm feeling this purity of emotions. But I'm also looking at it this way and thinking about somebody who is not being mature about the situation, especially if you're the one that's communicating the way that you feel. And then coming out the Nine of Cups in perfect, right? No matter what the situation is here, Taurus, you have a beautiful opportunity coming through. Whatever is going on in the present moment it's small, it's petty, right? But somebody does need to open up and listen to someone who is communicating the way that they feel. But as long as the effort is being put through with the Nine of Cups coming out, you're going to get exactly what you want, but you need to make sure that you're clear on that. You have to be clear on that. We can't fantasize about how things could be. We can't just be content to daydream. We have to make something a reality here. But I think that in terms of partnerships, right, it takes two. Wow. But I also think that you may get to a point where you may consider moving on, which can be the case for some of you if this continues. So with the wheel, right, round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, right? The ups and downs here we go again. Now, for some of you, it is a fortunate opportunity that may be coming through. But it's the way that I think somebody else is handling it that may be causing a problem here. And with the Sun, right, like, it feels good. This is a good opportunity. It's a good thing coming through. But the Sun is also trying to show you something. Something is being revealed here, especially with the Seven of Cups being your best path to follow, looking at the Five of Wands, right? We have to see things for what they really are. And that may lead you into a place where there are some things that you can't invest in emotionally anymore. And now maybe it's time for you to move on to the things that you actually want, putting in the hard work toward that. And again, this may be career, it could be a relationship, or it could be about a partnership that you're currently in. But in order to get to what you want, it's like the universe is turning in a way where it's like, here's the Eight of Cups, Taurus. Do you see it? Do you see your current situation? If you do, then is it telling you that you need to move on from what is no longer emotionally fulfilling? Especially if you're more in tune with the way that you feel, right? What is realistic? What is practical when it comes to your wants? What is going to bring you that happiness? I don't doubt that you're, having any problems. Like, how do I put this? You're going to put in the effort. Like, I don't see Taurus not doing that. If I could fucking talk right and just spit it out. But the attention and the focus and the hard work may be going into something else. But that means that something else is going to have to be left behind. And it could be that, we're just emotionally drained by, small-minded people, which can be the case. We can't deal with people who are not emotionally in tune. And maybe what you're hoping for is somebody more like you. Dependable, practical, realistic, willing to put in the effort, But you do have this Ace of Cups coming through, but it's like, in order for that fortunate opportunity to be made the most of, we have to see the current situation, right? So I don't really feel like the Eight of Cups is too bad here, but... And I hate looking at manage to be glad, because if you're in a difficult situation, you shouldn't have to force yourself to be happy with it. And somebody is going to have to listen now. They have to hear, this is the way that I feel now. I know how I feel. And communication, I'm telling you, right? You're realizing other possibilities, but we need to make something happen here. But these other possibilities are leading you to open up and speak your truth and communicate the way that you feel, right? Like, I know how I feel. You're going to be forced to have to listen to this. You can fight against it all you want, but I'm giving you the truth. I am speaking the truth, and I am communicating to you. Now, some of you may be, needing to be open to allowing communication to come through to you after speaking your truth. But I still look at this as the possibilities are opening up now. And you're starting to see that, and you're starting to see where you're unhappy and where your happiness lies. And then you have back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. I'm telling you. Now, with get to know each other, the thing is you may be realizing that you can't meet the needs of another if they're not open to listening to you speaking your truth about how you feel. So this is where like this understanding is kind of coming through, but it's not bitter and it's not hateful. It just pushes you to the point where I think that you're going to have to see what is going on so that you can move on. And it's not that you're abandoning anything. It's just, you can only be emotionally drained to a certain point here before you break, but because of this, you're being given an opportunity to get back to what you actually want. And yeah, I would say that the opportunity is definitely coming through for some of you. Now, it could be that we need to leave a relationship, just straight up. For others of you, I need to leave, this job behind. I need to, do what is in tune with the way that I feel right now. But in terms of relationships, yeah, getting to know each other, I think, leads you to understand that, in order for you to be happy, you have to realize and see that maybe someone can't meet your need for love or you can't meet theirs. But the way that this is handled is very mature, I feel like. But like I said, for Taurus, it's more important that you find your happiness. And with the Nine of Cups and looking at the Ace of Cups coming through, you're going to move on, but you're moving on to a better situation. So it's not like with the Eight of Cups, you're staring at the moon, not knowing where you're going. You do.